So I wanted to just go over what I talked about in the previous video, just show you the parts of Excel. So here's a diagram of it. Now, next topic. Don't be afraid to get help. There's lots of computerized help to help you out. So, first of all is this search bar right here. So you can go type your function. We used a sign earlier, so let's just type that, sign. And it even inserts the formula, you'll notice. It even brings up the function box. Okay, cancel. Now, in a lot of programs, there's a help right up here. Now, they changed it a little bit. They use this a lot because it gives you quick help. But to get more to go further, come on, you silly machine. Oh, it must have thought I clicked twice. The question mark bar is up here. So you can click on that to get whatever help you need. And it'll open up a help window in Office. Now, sometimes the Microsoft help isn't that useful. So don't be afraid to Google. If you need help on something, how do I make an absolute reference in Excel? Okay. So it'll bring up topics for you in your search engine, Google probably. It might be the most common search engine. But how do you make, if so, it'll tell you how to do that. Press the F4 key, which I just showed you, by the way. And it goes, lots of people have written about it. Excel Easy Excel tutorial. Lots of people have written about it. So don't be afraid to just search for help. You can ask others, obviously, but you can also search. And the Microsoft support's still taking forever to come up, so I won't even show that. Don't be afraid to get help. There we go. Back. Now, so you've seen how you can select different cells this way. The arrow keys, down arrow key, right arrow key, left arrow key. It just moves around. You can use the page up and page down. I don't often use it. Here's the scroll bars. Just click and drag to go to different cells. Yeah, it goes down to 20, back up to 1, so forth. Back and forth, the scroll bars. You can also click these little arrows here. Just like other programs, not much different. Filtering data. This is entering data, entering. So we've already gone through that a lot. Numerical values. Now, wait a minute. I thought I had a lot more. I thought I put in a whole bunch. Did I do a bunch of Control Z's to get rid of a lot of stuff that I entered? I must have. Oh my gosh. Must have done a Control Z. Or I know what I did. I moved my scroll bar. so I can't see it anymore. It was still there. It didn't go away. We've already talked about entering scientific notations. You can enter negative numbers, by the way, first. By the way, you can put a negative sign out front of a formula, so you get a negative number. Negative 3.14. Just like you should probably use the pi button on your calculator, you should use the pi function in Excel for maximum accuracy. Calculators and computers keep accuracy to 16 digits, whereas if we write it down on paper, we might keep 3. So we like the intermediate results. Excel automatically does it, so that's kind of nice. Okay, you can also enter text. Oops, X. Letters. If you want your number to be a letter, put a single apostrophe in front of it. So it will treat this like text. It will not treat it like a number. So I want to say equals 2 times this number. Now, modern Excel, I think the most modern version, that's the version I have, it says, oh, it's text, but I think it's a number. So it'll convert text to number automatically, and it did. Sometimes, though, when you try to use a formula, it'll say, I can't do it, it's text. So sometimes Excel guesses right for you, which is good. Sometimes it doesn't. You can format things. So here's my scientific notation. I can format everything scientific notation. So here's my Home tab, Format. There's a number group, by the way. I can format it as percentages. Everything's a percent, which, wow, look at this, 5.98. Control Z. Let's not format it as a percent. You can format everything as general. You can format everything as a number, say 2 digits worth, which is the default. You can go more, 3 digits. Oops, that's less. Yeah, see, it's hard to read these symbols. It's hard for you probably to see it on the video. It's hard for me to read. This is greater. It shows 0 going to 0, 0, which means more numbers, more digits. So you can just keep going. Or less, fewer. This lets you use commas as your comma separator. There, take a look. There it is. And click that. Oh, Control Z. There, got rid of the commas. So here's a comma separator. Internationally, by the way, foreign languages or in foreign lands, they do numbers differently. They use comma as the decimal point and a period as the thousand separator. Instead of the way we do it in America, I think America and England and a few other places use the decimal point as, or the period as a decimal point and the comma as a thousand separator. It's just the opposite in some foreign lands. But usually you can tell when you read something from a foreign country with a different type of numbering, it's pretty easy to switch back and forth. Okay, there's also format a ton right here. You can change your number format right from here, and Excel's taking a while to respond. So you get all these choices in 3 decimal places and whatever. Currency, counting, date, time, etc. Fraction, that can be kind of neat. And halves, quarters, sixteenths, and so forth. 3 digits fractions, and so forth. Cancel. Let's go back to general there. Oh, you'll notice when I drop down, lots of choices here. There's little tiny arrows at the lower right that expand the command. So alignment, and this will expand it. Font, this little tiny arrow at the bottom will expand it. Here's what happens when I do it with number. There. It actually gives me the same thing as if I went to Format drop-down and Format Cells. It gives me the same choices. A lot of times commands are in multiple places in Excel. It makes it easier. You can remember, oh, I go here for this. They're trying to make it easy on you guys. It's why it's the most popular program. It is actually pretty easy. So I'm going to stop the video here, and we'll pick up everything else with the next video.